Veerbhadramurti, manifestation of Paramashiva. And literally, Swamiji has blessed all of us to break free from the time loop, to experience the state of ultimate oneness, going beyond the time itself. How was the darshan? How did you all enjoy it? Can I request all the participants to please share? How did you all enjoy the darshan? Today, all of us, whoever have received the darshan initiation, Swamiji has literally liberated all of us from every bondage that you cherished inside you pertaining to time. Anything related to time that you had as an obstacle inside of you, Swamiji has completely liberated you from all of that. So I request every one of you to please take a minute and share with us how your experience of the darshan was. And right now, with this initiation, all of us have received the experience, the initiation into experiencing Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi, experiencing the space beyond time, and experiencing the space of the highest frequency inside of. And I see all of you actually filled with a wide smile and enjoying the darshan. And Ma Samantha, it's so nice to see you. I see you very, very actively taking notes of every session. And I see you very actively posting it on YouTube and even here. So it's very nice to see your sincerity, Ma. And every one of you that I hear, see, understand, today's initiation is extremely important. Because most of all, what we are learning today, what we receive as an initiation today is something very, very important. Swamiji is breaking us free from one of the most fundamental a conditioning that we all are trained to believe in, which is time. And Swamiji tells that time is a lie. The concept of time that we understand is false. Time does not have as much impact as we give it, right? See, sometimes when we are with someone we love, then even few hours goes by like a minute. And sometimes when we are in something that we don't like, even a minute seems like so long to be. And Swamiji very, very beautifully explained to all of us today how you can collapse time through consciousness. We also understood about raising our frequency. Then we understood about Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi, the highest frequency that one can exist in. Literally, Swamiji has gifted us these extraordinary sciences. And right now, all the participants sitting here with us are going to be manifesting this initiation as an experience inside of you. Ready? But before we start this, I want to request all the participants here. Can I request all of you to please bring your Atma Murti? Take a minute. Please bring your Atma Murti or Swamiji's picture. Either of it, and please settle down. Once you get the Atma Murti, please post yes in the chat and confirm to me that you got your Atma Murti. I request all of you to share. Please confirm to me that you got Atma Murti and you have settled down. If you do not have an Atma Murti, you can also have just the photograph of Swamiji. Because for this power manifestation, it's required for you to have an Atma Murti. Now, all of you listen carefully. I'll be walking you all through step by step how exactly you're going to be manifesting this power. Okay. Now, with this initiation, Swamiji has literally raised you out of the time loop that you might be stuck in. Okay, my Helen Gomez photo of Swamiji is also okay, ma, that works. My Alexandra White, yes, Swamiji's photo is good. We have Atma Murti, that's best. If not, it's okay. Photo is also good. Okay, now all of you listen carefully. What exactly you're going to be doing is you're going to be having the Atma Murti, and any question that you have, any question that you want like answers for, you will be able to actually see precisely the answer on the Atma Murti in golden letters. On the Atma Murti, you will be able to see the answers appearing. I'll give you all another example for this. Let's say, for example, you have one of your you want to scan the dates. One of your friend partners are giving you a date for you to scan on what happened on a particular day. You will actually be able to scan and precisely see and identify what happened on that day. And the best part is you'll be able to see the entire thing appearing on the Atma Murti clearly for you. Catching it? I'll explain to you all. Right now, let's say, Ma Samantha, let's say I give you a date. I say, okay, what happened on the 17th of April in 2003 in my life? So you may not logically know what happened in my life on that day. But what you're going to do is you're going to be scanning and identifying. You're going to connect to Swamiji. You're going to ask Swamiji to reveal the answer to you on the Atma Murti. You will be able to see the answer appearing in golden letters, literally on the Murti. Are all of you catching it? How many of you are understanding it? If you're understanding, can I request you all to please put yes in the chat? For all of you that are understanding and you're clear, please can I request you all to put yes in the chat? Okay, Ma Samantha and Ma Alexandra, Ma Virupaksha. Come on, everyone. Can I request you all to please confirm with a yes in the chat? Okay, Ma Michelle, Ma Navamani, Ma Huru Wong, did you understand? Ma Jnanapradaini, Ma Isabel. Okay, great. Now, I'm going to request each of you to sit with Atma Murti. First, spend a few minutes consciously connecting with the Atma Murti to manifest this power. Sit, spend a few minutes, establish that deep feeling connection. See, right now, we've all received Swamiji's initiation, right? You are literally in that space. Your inner space is like a clay now. You can consciously mold it however you want. My Helen is asking, once again, if I understood, we'll give a date and we have to guess. We have to guess through Swamiji's picture. You're not going to guess. My Helen, come on. You're not going to guess. You're going to see the answer on Swamiji's picture. And what you're all going to do is you're going to be partnering. What I request every one of you to do is you're going to call one of your friends. Okay. It could be your friends, relatives, someone in your house, even if there's anyone in the house. Just start a conversation with them. Just tell them, hey, you know what? I'm attending a program and I'm learning the science of power manifestation. And this is the thing. And I would like to test it out with you. You can always explain. You can say that, this is the first time I'm manifesting. I would like to test it out. And I request you to help support me and share how exactly, if you're able to relate with it or not, right? And you can have your friends share with you whether they're connecting to it, they're able to understand it. And once they share with you, you're going to go ahead and you're going to be, based on the date that they're giving, you're going to be scanning and identifying and telling, okay, this is the date, this is the exact events that happened on the date that were shared. Clear? Come on. I request every one of you to now connect to Swamiji. Chant the Mahavakya intensely. And you will literally see the answers appearing in golden letters.
Paramashivoham Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
I request all of you to now please share how many of you have actually started manifesting. How many of you were able to see the golden letters beginning to appear on the Atma Murti? See, this power of being able to see beyond the past, present, and future, right? The akashik readings. It's one of the most advanced power. Only if you experience that you are beyond time, you can actually manifest this power. Swamiji tells, see, mostly all the other powers, establish yourself on the space of Advaita and you manifest. It's like an experience for you. But Akashic reading is much more powerful because you literally are tuned in. You're literally like channeling Swamiji through you for that time that you're seeing Akashic reading, which means you are literally, your inner space raises its frequency to the level that an incarnation is in. You transcend the boundaries of time for the moment. You collapse, basically, you're collapsing the concept of past, present, and future for you to be able to access something that happened on a particular date and time.
And not just that, your very conscious decision has the power to actually collapse time. And you will, if something is supposed to happen in 2 years, you can even manifest it within 2 months. Your consciousness has that unique ability. Today, the initiation that all of us have received is awakening that ability inside each one of us.
And actually, now we're all going to be entering into the next session where we're going to be learning about the time space continuum. How does the time affect the space and how does it function? We're going to be listening to this revelation from Swamiji that is now entered into the session.
Very recently, modern day scientists are trying to understand how to influence the space, how space can be manipulated to make our lives more comfortable and better. But thousands and thousands of years ago, Hindus had clear knowledge. This time space balancing itself and the speed of the light is constant, and the continuum of time space balancing itself almost like eternal. All these are known to Hindus long before, thousands and thousands of years before. I'll add some more truths. Thoughts can travel using space as medium. Anything which has a mass can influence space, through that can influence anything established in the space. Let me be more clear and straight. Just through your thought, power of cognition, the power of your inner space, Chidambara, you can influence anything established in the space, whether sun or the moon or the universe or the black hole or the Big Bang, anything established in the space can be influenced through the power of your inner space. Contemplate on this. So understand, every dimension, when it enters into the lower level dimensions, it manifests intense power. Now, I want you to understand, time and space is independent intelligence and power. I'll give you simple understanding, very raw, crude, down to earth, simplest understanding. You just try to internalize this one understanding. I'll help you to go through the whole initiation and make you manifest this power. I commit with you. Just understand this one. Time is as alive as your skin. If you believe, cognize, your skin is alive. If somebody massages your skin, you feel good. If somebody cuts it, you feel bad, pain. How much your skin is alive, that much, I should say little more than, much more than that, time is alive skin of the cosmos. Listen, where your skin ends, the skin of the cosmos, which is called time, starts. Actually, your skin and the skin of the cosmos both always touch each other. You can't be away from cosmos. Understand this? Where your skin ends, exactly that is the spot time starts. Time is the skin of the cosmos. Time is the skin of the cosmos. How you have a nervous system which passes the thought currents inside you, same way the cosmos has a nervous system which passes its decisions and thought currents, that is the space. Your skin is alive. Your nervous system keeps you living. The equivalent of your skin for the cosmos is time. Equivalent of your nervous system for the cosmos is space. Anybody who has a background in Vedas, Ayurveda, these three fields, Veda, Ayurveda, Yoga, if you have a knowledge, basic knowledge, you will see I am just cutting across all the three layers, all the three knowledge, and revealing these truths. Listen. The cosmos skin time, how you inhale and exhale through your skin, decides your aging or anti-aging. You can see I am continuously anti-aging, means growing younger and younger. The more and more years pass, the more and more my ability to be in samadhi and manifest the higher and higher energies and dimensions is exploding. My performance is increasing. Age is neither tiring nor boring or frustrating. It's only making me more and more younger, excited, healthy, active, energetic, alive. I'm actually feeling excited. Constantly to do what I was doing for last 40 years. At least last 25 years, we have a document. The same type of webinars, classes, initiations, spiritual work. We have 25 years of photographic, videographic documents available. And still I may be doing 100 more years, at least. Maybe more, but at least 100 more years. But I am not at all feeling tired or bored or even thinking that, oh, same thing I have to do again, 100 more years. No, I am only more excited. How many more new things I am going to bring it out to the world? Just because of this one secret. Listen to this secret. I know the consciousness goes on rejuvenating the skin of the cosmos called time. That rejuvenated skin time is entering into my skin and constantly rejuvenating me. Listen. Your yesterday morning 4 o'clock and today morning 4 o'clock is not same. Stop getting this idea of monotonous. There is nothing called monotonous. Every second, the skin of the cosmos called time is fresh and it enters into your skin, makes it fresh. I constantly inhale the cosmos skin through my skin, cosmos's nervous system, into my nervous system. You can use the word cosmos or God, Paramashiva. See, Paramashiva's skin is time. Constantly inhale Paramashiva's skin into your skin. Paramashiva's nervous system is space. Constantly be inspired by the space of the Paramashiva in your space. Paramashiva's direct message from Kailasa. The dimension of Chidabhasa of the universe, where the activism of Chit and absolute pure existential reality of Chit. Listen, the activism of Chit, we call it as Shakti. Its pure existence of Chit is called Paramapurusha. These two together, in its pure being space and intense doing space, both together, is the dimension of Chidabhasa. That space of Chidabhasa is the source of all these 5 dimensions of the universe: length, breadth, depth, time, space. Because modern day scientists are trying to use 2 different words, time and space, I am also using the same way, but in reality, time and space is a single sheet. One edge is called time, another edge is called space. There is no watertight compartment or clear fourth wall built between these two. As I said, for some people, that same 100-meter cloth, 70-meter will be time, 30 will be space. For some, the 30-meter will be time and 70-meter will be space. That the time, space, both are same sheet. Imagine. I can even use the word sheath. Avarana. Sheath. Sheath is also apt word. Please understand. This time and space continuum if you master this time and space continuum, which is simple, it is not complicated, I tell you. Many things which is too simple, we want to be just complicating it. Just sheer arrogance or suicidal mode. Like this only, what is there? What can be done? For some people, 70-meter is time and 30-meter is space. For some people, 30-meter is time, 70-meter is space. For some people, even only 2-meter is time and 98-meter is space. For some people, 98-meter is time and 2-meter is space. When the length dimension starts manifesting its possibilities in all its multiple level, it gives birth to breadth dimension. when the length dimension and breadth dimension both starts manifesting all its possibilities in multiple level, it gives birth to depth dimension. When the length dimension, depth dimension, breadth dimension, all three starts giving birth to all the infinite dimensions of them in multiple levels, in all possibilities, spontaneously and simultaneously, they give birth to the dimension called time. When length, breadth, depth, time, all four starts exploding, expanding, simultaneously, spontaneously, manifesting all its possibility in all dimensions, it gives birth to the dimension called space. Understand? Every time I initiate you, I put the seed in your space dimension. So it just occupies your whole being and starts manifesting. Starts manifesting as samadhi, as enlightenment, as joy, as bliss, as state of Paramashiva, as space of Paramashiva, as powers of Paramashiva. Understand? Length functions in length. Breadth functions as breadth. Depth functions as length, breadth, depth. Time functions as circle. Space exists, does not function, but can be winded up into consciousness, chit. Devi, Parashakti, Prakriti, she is established on chit and manifests like Parashakti is sitting on Paramashiva's lap. She is established in chit, but manifests that length, breadth, depth, time, space. Time and space are from Prakriti. That is the answer for your first part, the question. Is so. The second part of your question, which is having more sattva guna? I should say, space is absolute sattva, but don't start judging time as something lower than space. Sometimes you need little rajas and tamas for circling. See, time has its purpose to exist. It has its own purpose. So to complete its purpose, it needs little rajas and tamas. So don't judge. First thing, drop this neo-Vedantic stupid ideas of tamas and rajas are something lower than sattva. Understand? Sattva is needed for your higher level of existence, but you are not expected to hate rajas and tamas. One of the major binarification of great Hinduism is done by this modern day Neo-Vedantis Max Mullerian translation. See, you need sattva, you need to be established in sattva, but you will never be established in sattva if you think rajas and tamas are something lower than you, because anything you think is lower than your need, you will continuously be hating and fighting with them. Indirectly, you will be developing more and more rajas and tamas in the name of love for sattva. Understanding sattva's need, understanding the place of rajas in prakriti and place of tamas in prakriti makes you intelligent sattvic being. Do not make this binary, subtle assumptions which even you don't spell it out to you. This question, Kamal Tarun, please understand this question as an underlying contempt about tamas and rajas. I know you love me too much and we have a beautiful, very sweet relationship. That is why I am revealing. Please don't be hurt. I am not hurting you. There is an underlying thought current which is having more sattva guna. Understand? When you ask which is having more sattva guna, space or time, Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Relationship between time and space externally is based on continuity, internally based on intensity. Anything planted consciously in space becomes reality in time. Anything continuously planted in time gets into space. Length, by its infinite possibility multiplication. Listen. Infinite possibility multiplication. Mark this word. If you work only in one line, you expand in that one possibility. But if you decide, no boundary for me, I will expand in all infinite directions, infinite possibility multiplication. Listen. If you say, oh, I am busy in becoming an entrepreneur, so I can't care about health and I will have a big pot belly, dump all the junk food, no time for yoga, gym or anything. I am a great entrepreneur. At the age of 40, Monday morning blew up. Over. Especially NRIs. Hey, take care of your food. You are eating shit and junk for which your body, your DNA, your whole genetical structure or your digestion system, nothing was prepared. Understand? NRIs, mark my words, less you eat, more you will live long. These words are specifically for NRIs, Indians who are not living in India, especially the NRIs who are living in countries like USA, Europe, Dubai, Canada. Listen, you have too much of junk in your life. Stop eating. As much as possible, reduce eating. Find some excuse to stop eating. You call it Pradosha Vratam or Ekadasi Vratam, whatever Vratam, Nirahara Samyama, but stop eating. You will live long, healthy. Listen. If you work only on one line, you are expanding only on that one possibility. If you decide, I will expand in all my possibilities, the multiplication in all your possibility. It is possible. First understand, it is possible. You can have healthy six-pack body and billion-dollar business, absolutely unclutched, enlightened state, everything happening stress-free, spontaneously, simultaneously. I am not igniting your greed. I am just igniting your speed. I am not igniting your greed through these words. I am just igniting your speed through these words. I don't make you greedy. I make you responsible. Listen. This infinite possibility expansion for this, I give you some tips. All the time, be like a child, parapara. How a child tries to be involved, active in everything. Morning when you get up, jump, go and make your own coffee. Make your own tooth powder. Go and get the neem stick and haritaki and charcoal powder, little salt, mix and brush. Learn to pluck your own flowers. and do puja, more and more things become alive, bubbly. Make garlands. Don't tell me, oh, I have a $1 billion business. I don't have time to make garlands. Instead, Swamiji, I will make enough money and give garland in gold itself for you. Please have that. Let me focus. Let me be intelligent and be smart. I'll make $1 million and make a golden mala, flower garland for you and offer it. Why don't you accept that? That is more productive for you and Kailasa, for world, than me plucking flowers every day. If you calculate, it's half an hour time. In half an hour per day, I make $100,000 deal, and half an hour I have to make every day garland and put it on you. If I spend the same half an hour, I'll make $1 million deal and make a beautiful 10 kg gold haram for you and offer it. Why don't you accept that? That's more productive for you, Kailasa, in all possibility. No. I'm saying clear no. If you can spend half an hour plucking garland, flowers and making garland and offering, I tell you the kind of the space you will carry. Instead of $1 million deal per hour, you will make $1 billion deals. First things first. You may be capable of billion and making million because you are not making the garland with your own hands. More and more hands on. I tell you, only first 1 month it will feel very difficult. Now you have enough time for the first 1 month trial and error. That is why I am saying past has influence over your future only if you are consciously choosing the same taste, or not choosing anything and lazily lying down. Even if you are lazy, the past will automatically repeat because of its very own heaviness on your inner space, chit. So listen. One conscious decision has so much power. I want you to know, one conscious decision has so much power. Especially the weight of the past sits on your muscle memory. Power of decision is in your biomemory. So, when you leave the body, the weight of the past drastically reduces. You can just take off. Especially if you heard all these truths when you are in the body. Now itself, if you heard all this and gets inside your system, I'll tell you very point blank the truth. Nothing exists other than Shiva, the existence, auspicious, iruppu, chit, Shiva. Now, when I uttered this word Shiva, the vibration you experience, that source, actually that vibration came from the very source which exists. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. If you need Record it in your mobile phone. Keep it as a ringtone. Shiva, 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 Shiva. That source of this vibration, only that exists. And if you start liking this vibration, liking the source of this vibration, which is auspiciously present forever, auspiciously present forever, only that exists. Out of that only you make your body, like how the clay toy you make. If you have done any doll or toy or Ganapati with clay, how you make the clay and take the clay and make whatever you want. Like that, that Shiva, you take that Shiva and start making whatever you want. Just like a Leela. One thing I want you to know deeply, you have extraordinary willpower and energy than you can imagine. Listen. Extraordinary power than you can imagine. All the impossibility, suffering, suffocation, self-torture, self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Oh, I can't do this. How can I do this, Swami? Morning itself, we started telling that I have too much power. Now at least I was little peaceful. Now knowing that I have too much power and I am not able to manifest, I have a guilt also. My life is getting more complicated with all this DHT. You may have all this confusion. My responsibility is telling the truth as it is to you. That's it. I am telling you, listen. All this SDHD, frustration, guilt, all of them will lose power over you when you decide consciously declaring, because consciousness is from the plane of bioenergy. All patterns operate only in the plane of muscle memory. Listen carefully. Muscle memory is one plane. Biomemory is second plane. Bioenergy is third plane. Muscle memory is lowest. Biomemory is next, higher. Bioenergy is highest. Conscious decision is from bioenergy. All your patterns, SDHD, saying, oh, we have too many SDHD, one day we feel good, one day we attend satsang, we feel awakened, alive, eternally fresh. Next day again, after one fight with my boss or family, I collapse. And all these mood swings, understand, all this is the lowest level. Muscle memory. When you leave the body, muscle memories don't come with you. That is a good news, greatest news. only the biomemory and bioenergy comes with you. And the future decisions, your taste for future life only stays in biomemory. Bioenergy does not carry any pattern. It's a pure consciousness. Biomemory is like a living first response mechanism for life. That functions based on your decisions about future, not how you lived about past. Continuously, whole day in your life, whether you are walking, talking, driving, go on be talking to Shiva. Make him as your very own company. That is why wearing Atma Linga on your Anandagandha. Wear the Atma Linga near your Anandagandha, below the heart center, above the navel. That is the area. Exactly where I am having this kandi. This is where the Atma Linga is supposed to sit in you. Below the heart, above the navel. Wear the Atma Linga in your Anandagandha. Always. It can be vertical or horizontal. That is not a problem. Always have Atma Linga. I tell you. Go on, talk to Paramashiva. Many people are sending messages that their Atma Linga is little damaged when they are handling and they are feeling very incomplete and worried about it. Be very clear. Paramashiva is invoked in Atma Linga. True. But Atma Linga itself, if it is damaged, that does not mean Paramashiva is damaged. So don't worry. After all, Atma Linga is in the physical plane. For example, Paramashiva manifests through this body. When I had the right hand fracture, you think Paramashiva's right hand is fractured? No, be very clear. He manifests through this body. He uses this body. But this body is after all functioning within the frames of usual Panchabhuta. So understand, the Atma Linga you are wearing, Paramashiva takes that form to bless all of us. But if some small damage or something happens, you see, don't mishandle. That is true. But accidentally, if something happens, don't worry about it. It is not subject need to be worried. Have your Atma Linga exchanged, get new one. I request sincerely all of you to be very sincere and protective about Atma Linga. But if something happens by accident and you break it or damage it, Paramashiva is very clearly saying in Agama, you can have second Atma Linga. We have got the references. You can give this old one and get the new one. No problem. And you are not punished for that. After all, it is the Linga, physical Linga is within the Panchabhutas. The framework of earth, air, water, fire and sky. So understand. Always wear the Atma Linga and intensely converse with Paramashiva. I tell you, sometimes your conversations, answers you get, intuitions you get will become reality. Sometimes it will not become reality. Don't worry about it. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. Bring intense energy in your conversation. I tell you, conversing Paramashiva, suddenly you will see becomes unbroken upasana and ajapa japa. It will be Mahavakya is continuously reverberating in your whole inner space. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. How to know whether this ajapa japa is happening in you or not? You know, your waking up hours and quality of your waking state will drastically increase. Waking up hours and quality of your waking state will drastically increase. The sleep dreaming, that whole time period will shrink like anything. And all the time you will feel alive, awake, fresh. You will feel like doing something. Hey, let me do this, let me do that. Intense activism with eternal peace inside you. Intense activism with eternal peace inside you. The next step, first the idea, see through. Second, how many of you just seeing your past experience? If you are here in the planet Earth last 50 years, 45 years, 60 years, whatever your age, you can see through everything society is telling. Society teaches you some idea about joy, security, protection. All these are absolute lies. How many of you are able to understand? See through the lies of the society. Raise your hand and type yes here. Let me see. Based on your past experiences, if you feel you can really see through major concept major ideas society is teaching, I can just see through so much of lies because multiple people are involved in that lying. You are not able to show your anger towards one person, but you can see it is just web of lies. How many of you are able to see the web of lies? Listen, at least for a few minutes, see through the web of lies. Especially if you had home insurance in US and had some real problem, and then how the insurance fellows behave with you, you will understand this whole insurance is a simple shit. It is absolutely nothing but war without any justice or straightforwardness. How many of you understand this? It's a simple scam. How many of you are getting what I am saying? I am telling you, same way, multiple things society teaches you. Is a sheer scam. This institution of insurance, Akhil Kodali is saying, medical insurance, personal experience, Swamiji. Sona Kamath is telling, home insurance, medical insurance is all such a lie, Swamiji. I am telling you guys. Hey, actually, a real people who want you to be happy should teach you, hey, till you are emotionally matured to handle another relationship, don't get into physical relationship. A right society will have a strong laws protecting people till at least 21 from any sexual activity. But all major countries, so-called free countries, create a peer pressure. By the time you cross the high school, what is that, PAM or something in US they do, na? PAM or some prom, PROM, prom. By the time you should have a boyfriend or girlfriend. It is not only legal, it is a peer pressure. Only then you are somebody worthy. Oh God. எங்க ஊர்ல பிராம்னா பெரம்புதான் பறக்கும். கொய்யால 18 வயசுல பொண்ணையாட கூட்டு வர. மேல கீழ எல்லாம் வச்சு செஞ்சிருவாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஜென்மத்துக்கு கல்யாணமே பண்ணிக்க முடியாம போனா போயிடும். I'm so happy. Actually, what I said, I'll translate in English. In my village, even if you are 18, just if you even bring a friend, not lover or there is no sexual feeling or nothing, just a friend from the other gender, gone. Top, bottom, everything will be torn to pieces. You may never be able to get married again after that. I am so happy that I was born and brought up in that kind of a civilization, that kind of an atmosphere. See, absolute false ideas are being made as a social structure. How many of you understand that we are given a very wrong idea about sex and institution of marriage by the so-called developed societies? Primitive societies are more healthy in their understanding about the sex and marriage. That is why the primitive societies, whether African primitive societies or Indian villages, they are able to retain their romance for quite a long time. For very long time, they retain their romance and their decision to live for the other, the way they are emotionally involved with the other, even the way they stand for the other. Listen, see through. I am not saying don't marry. I am not saying don't pay insurance. All I am trying to tell you is learn to see through. If you see through the society, the lies, you will be able to see through into the vertical time zone. As per the Hindu tradition, I should say as per the reality, time is also a matter, subtle but matter. If you can handle your hand, you can handle your brain. If you can handle your brain, you can handle your mind. If you can handle your mind, you can handle time. Subtle, but matter. Time is matter. It's not consciousness. So consciousness can handle matter. Consciousness can handle matter. Understand these 5 dimensions: length, breadth, depth, time, space. Modern day scientists are trying to separate time and space, but ancient Vedic scientists, our masters, have always mentioned time and space more or less as a one. There's no watertight compartment between time and space. So anyhow, I'll try to explain in your logic, the logic which you understand, that way. So listen. When a breadth dimension manifests, it just swallows the length. Length loses all its qualities when it is taken over by the breadth. I tell you, when I was swallowed by Arunagiri Yogeshwara, I lost all my individual identity and qualities and quantity, everything. Just Paramashiva swallowed me and he became me. And I am happy about it. I welcomed it and I enjoyed it and I am enjoying it even now. And I am so happy I took the decision of offering me to Paramashiva for him to digest me into him. Like how big fish swallows the small fish. Big snakes swallows the small snake. How my Guru Paramashiva just swallowed me and digested me into him. Same way, higher dimensions just swallows the lower dimension. When breath manifests, it just swallows the length. When depth manifests, it swallows the breadth and length both. When time manifests, it swallows length, breadth, depth, all three. When space manifests, it swallows time, length, breadth, depth, all four. When consciousness manifests, it swallows all. Length, breadth, depth, time, space, all. I am telling you, you have consciousness which can just swallow the time. You can apply this science very practically in your day-to-day life. You can make it into reality. Anything which you think may happen in future, for example, you are working 8 hours a day. In the same way, if you work, you will make $1 million in 2 years. But if you consciously apply your will persistence, infuse that in your day-to-day activity, that 2-year time will be drastically reduced to 2 months, 2 weeks, sometimes even 2 days. That is what I call power manifestation. And it is not something difficult. Understand? You have been empowered, hardwired with consciousness. Without consciousness, your body cannot function. Understand that. If you are able to convert blood into blood, be very clear, you have consciousness. All the mechanisms, spare parts, hardware, software, everything needed for a consciousness to function, manifest itself, if only that is available end to end, the inhaling comes out as exhaling and blood gets converted into blood. If all this is happening in you, even with the difficulty, be very clear, you have consciousness. You just need to decide not to have the fear about the struggle and failures. Treat that struggle and failures very cheaply. Don't be afraid of it. Now, first understand this one thing. Stop being terrorized, frightened about your struggles and failures. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, listen, the power your depression has over you is you thinking how many ever times I try to stop this depression, I am not able to, I am failing, I am again and again falling into this depression. This thought empowers your depression. Any pattern you have, you giving up first is the power that pattern gains. Listen, understand this. It's a very subtle trigger you go through. Anyone allows this trigger to become a lifestyle, you become the serial offender of consciousness. If you say, oh God, I struggled so many times with my depression, I am not able to keep up, I give up. This thought will make depression as a lifestyle for you. Stop getting tired. Stop getting bullied by your failures. Yes, till yesterday you failed. That does not mean today you are going to fail again. You are going to do it. What is there? Till yesterday I failed. Okay. So today I have a chance. Either I will be successful or failure, same as yesterday. So there is nothing to lose. That's all. Look at that from this angle. Deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't go for any other solution. Now listen. If you are already successful, then there is a danger of losing something which you gained through your success. But you already failed, then there is nothing to lose. Have guts, courage. Beggar has nothing to lose. If already you have failed multiple times, then there's nothing to lose. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. A powerful conscious will persistence. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all the incompletions, struggles, frustrations, failures, depressions, all negativity and all toxins. Listen. Sit with your life situations. Don't avoid. Decide to pour conscious solution. Decide to be intense in every activity. Everything you need, knowledge, cosmic support in the form of intelligence, resources, blessings, energy, all is available. Hey, listen. All is available. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am not helping you in positive thinking. No. Thinking itself is a shit. What is there in positive thinking? Listen. I am triggering your consciousness. I am triggering your consciousness. Look into your life. Listen to this. Time itself is nothing but your decision to be lazy, arrogant, stupid, and struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is Kala. Your decision to swallow the time and all the struggles, frustrations, failures, everything is Kala Bhairava. Whether in the health level or in the mind level, thinking level, conscious level, don't struggle with the same problem second time. Don't be a cheap stupid to struggle with the same pattern second day. Hey, once you struggled with one pattern, that's okay enough. Why will you do the same struggle second time? I always tell my disciples, at least don't do the same mistake again and again. Even if you decide that much, that's enough. Because you are not that creative to do new mistakes. If you decide not to do same mistake again, you will not do any mistakes. In few days, you will exhaust all mistakes. You will not be able to creatively find new problems. You are not that creative. I trust your ability and I know you. You are not that creative to come up with new problems. So listen. Listen carefully. If you decide to break even one pattern, one struggle, one frustration, one failure, you reduce the time drastically. 1 million per 2 year, it reduces into 1 million in 2 months. Listen, I'm talking in the angle of money because only that you understand. You can apply this in the angle of health, in the angle of anything, day-to-day life, relationships, career, in every level, business. When you decide not to get frustrated about your frustration, not to be failed by your failures, not to be depressed by your depression, when you outsmart your repetitive thought currents are time. Time has nothing to do with chronology. Listen, only an ordinary worker who gets up, goes to office morning 8 o'clock and works like an ordinary worker is bound by the chronological time. 99% of you, at least my devotees, my disciples who are following me, who have become economically independent, self-sufficient, who are boss, your own boss, who made your own life, you all don't live actually in chronological time. You all live in psychological time. Chronological time is used only for 1 or 2 meetings with outsiders, Boloka people, planet Earth. For that, you may need chronological time. But you don't exist and live in chronological time. See, once you are self-sufficient, you are your own boss, you have your time, your life for yourself. You don't live in chronological time. You live in psychological time. Psychological time is nothing but the rut of mental patterns. Somebody asked, Swamiji, in Ramayana there is a story, Ahalya was cursed to be a stone for ages. Was she really for millions of years lived as a stone? Listen, if you decide not to break your depression, the millions of years chronological time, you will be in depression. But the moment you decide to break that pattern, you just swallow the whole millions of years and wake up now. The feet of Sri Ramachandra triggered so much of joy, life positivity, clarity, love in her. She just decided to get out of the depression state. Understand? She just decided to get out of the depression state. That's all. Now, I'll give you just 2-3 minutes. Take a paper and pen and try to pen down what is the major patterns with which you are struggling now, today. You don't need to list from your birth. Now, immediately if you open your eyes, who are the enemies you are seeing in front of your eyes other than your spouse? Other than your spouse, you will be seeing some enemies in front of you. The internal enemies. List them. I'll initiate you. To demolish this concept of time through your consciousness. You can just collapse the time and swallow it inside. You are empowered conscious. Don't decide to fast forward life. Decide to swallow time. Listen. I'm repeating. Now decide to bulldoze your laziness. Be ferocious with your self-depressing, self-detaining doubts and patterns. Load yourself with more commitment, more responsibility, more activism. Bulldoze your laziness and commit. Tomorrow onwards, I'm going to do the yoga. And after 1 week, if you feel nothing wrong, don't worry. Again, I'll come to satsang and scream at you and force you to do the yoga. See, as long as you have me as your guru, as long as the kantamala is there in your neck, don't worry. What I will do, I don't know, but I'll get you enlightened. I'll make you manifest Paramashivatva. Only if you remove that, then after that, it's your life. As long as you have that, your commitment to me, I know what to do with you. I can outsmart all your patterns because I have outsmarted all my patterns. I can easily outsmart your patterns.
all of us just listened to amazing revelations on how you can go beyond the concept of time. So much revealed in this last session that you are listening to. So much revealed about how your consciousness is in a space that is that is untouched by length, breadth, depth, time. It exists as it is, which means there is nothing that can be added to it, removed to it, or altered by it by the changes of any of the external aspects or elements. And I think this was an amazing session. I mean, even to me, as I was listening to it, the kind of revelations that Swamiji gave, the way how Swamiji defined the movement of time, how the chronological time might impact you, the psychological time is impacted, the chronological time is impacted by your psychological existence, how you relate to the psychological time. This is an amazing revelation, right? Hope all of you enjoyed it. Which one did you all click with the most? I request all of you to share that. And today's day, if you take notes, just like whatever you learned, just make it like a journal. What did you understand in all of today's sessions? Did you click the most about Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi? Did you understand in depth about akashik readings or the concept of time itself? The Nityatva, Nirantaratva, which one did you resonate with the most? Write down, keep tracking, like just do like a journal entry of your clicks, because whenever you need the most, as you keep writing, these clicks will get embedded into you, and they just literally your biomemory will push each of these sessions again and again back to the surface when you need them the most. So hope all of you enjoyed the day today. And we welcome every one of you to join with us tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please be there. And tomorrow, all of us are going to be, so today we all understood mainly about how you can overcome all your constraints with time, how you can break free from the time restrictions that you experience, right? And we most importantly understood about how you can raise yourself to the highest space. Tomorrow, we're going to be learning about one secret ingredient to success. What is that one thing you need to have to achieve anything you want in life? We all have goals. We want to be this, we want to be that, we want to be rich, you want to have the knowledge, you want to have the relationship. We all have different goals in life. Tomorrow, we're going to be learning about what is that one thing you need to have to achieve any goal that you have. Is it about planning? Is everything in your life predestined? Like you're already destined to become a certain something? Or is everything has to be a free will? And how do you exactly achieve what you want as reality? That is what we are going to be learning tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to be learning about super determinism. Please be there. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing day filled with a lot of techniques, methods that you can understand to achieve success. So we invite every one of you to join with us tomorrow. This brings us out to the conclusion of our day today. And let us conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Paduka Pranamastu Om Nityanandam. Thank you so much, Nityanandam.